evening, we bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Diego Dario.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Z Herbato. In tonight's Game Plan, we'll give you the latest on the ongoing final window of the FIBA Basketball World Cup Asian Qualifiers.
We'll also speak to one team raring to make a comeback in the UAAP stage, the FEU men's volleyball team. And we'll go inside the game with the 2023 NBA Rising Stars MVP Jose Alvarado of the New Orleans Pelicans. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Gilas Pilipinas is back in action right now against Lebanon at the Philippine Arena for the final window of the FIBA World Cup Asian Qualifiers. Our correspondent, Doreen Suaybagyo, joins us live to give us the latest.
Diego and Z, I'm here in the Philippine Arena in Bocaue, Bulacan for the sixth and final window of the FIBA World Cup Asian Qualifiers. Happening right now is the game between Gilas Pilipinas and Lebanon. Right now, we are witnessing the debut of Justin Brownlee donning the Gilas Pilipinas jersey, as well as 18-year-old incoming Ateneo freshman Mason Amos. Also making his return to Gilas is Junmar Fajardo after missing the past 5 windows of the Asian Qualifiers. And right before this game, actually, I spoke to Coach Josh Reyes, and he said that instead of focusing on the players that were not able to suit up for this window, they're focusing on the players they do have. And he says that one of this lineup's strengths is their mobility. But one thing they need to do is to cover Junmar a lot. On the subject of the rationale behind the 12-man roster, Coach Josh says that the decision was based on 3 things. First, of course, is the availability. Second is the performance in practice. And third is they want to mix and match to kind of have a better gauge of the kind of team that will be effective for the upcoming World Cup. Coach Josh Reyes says that they are aware of the risk of unfamiliarity with this kind of setup, but the coaches believe that this will be beneficial for the team in the long run. Coach says that there is no such thing as a no-bearing game para sa mga kababayan natin, so they want to play with a lot of pride and to show a game that will make the fans' time and effort worthwhile. Halftime score is at 53-41 in favor of Gilas Pilipinas, and that is the latest here in the Philippine Arena. Back to you, Diego and Z.
All right, thank you, Doreen. That was our correspondent, Doreen Suaybagyo, giving us the latest from the Philippine Arena. And speaking of, right now, we have 61-48 in favor of the Philippines. Diego.
Well, currently looking good for our Gilas Pilipinas. Yes. And you know what, Z? I've been seeing the Gilas Pilipinas hard at practice because we train at the same gym. And, you know, they're just making the most out of the people that they have. That's what Coach Josh Reyes said. And it's looking good. Brownlee is really doing well as the naturalized player for Gilas Pilipinas. What a debut for him, and, you know, what a treat for all the Filipino fans who traveled all the way to Bulacan to watch this game.
That's right. I mean, it's a no-bearing game for both teams as they are both already qualified for the World Cup that's coming soon. But you've mentioned Justin Brownlee, and right now Junmar Fajardo has suited after 5 long windows that he skipped. What is the significance for these big names to be present in today's match?
Well, you mentioned that, you know, both of these teams are already qualified for the World Cup, but you know, this is the perfect time to learn from each other, to learn how each other plays, talking about this roster. I mean, this is not the final lineup yet, but talking about, you know, Brownlee and Junmar, it's the first time that they're gonna play. Well, Junmar, first time he's gonna play after a very long time. So it's gonna be very crucial for him to get used to the international play once again, because the rules are different when you compare it to the PBA and to the other pro leagues that Junmar and actually Brownlee has played for.
That's right. And right now, I know we're already up ahead, but again, no bearing game. What do you think? How will this match affect the next one that the Gilas will play, and how will that, you know, set up the whole mood for the FIBA World Cup?
Well, so far so good against Lebanon. We haven't beaten this team in the window so far. So 63-48 is the score so far, 15-point lead. So I think the momentum that they will get from here will help them in the long run, talking about the Gilas Pilipinas team.
All right, very exciting things happening in the basketball court right now. And speaking of the World Cup, FIBA's newest global ambassador, Carmelo Anthony, is here in the Philippines, in the country, to participate in the World Cup festivities. The 10-time NBA All-Star and 3-time Olympic gold medalist joins FIBA legends Pau Gasol and Luis Scola as the newest faces of the 2023 World Cup. Anthony went on a short tour around Manila as part of his new role as ambassador.
We all experienced the pandemic. We've all experienced, what it was like during those times. And I think now is the rejoice. Like now we're coming out of it. Not the whole world is coming out of it and looking for something to celebrate and enjoy and have fun and look forward to going to. And I really do think that this is a real time. This is a very important time when it comes to sports, not just here in the Philippines, but globally. Where I just think we're in a very pivotal time now.
So watch out for our exclusive one-on-one with Carmelo Anthony next week, and we've got more updates on the FIBA later in the show. But after the break, we'll shift to the UAAP action as we bring in my boys, the FAU men's volleyball team. Stay tuned, you're watching The Game.
On Signal Play, here's how to register for free on your mobile phone. Enter your email address to get a one-time password or OTP. Key in the OTP and click Continue to complete your registration. Enter your desired password and tick box to agree to terms and conditions. Check all details to register your account. You may also visit signalplay.com to register for free. New, more awesome experience awaits. #Tara sa C-Play.
Welcome back to The Game. After a 3-year wait, we will be seeing collegiate athletes back in the UAAP men's volleyball tournament. Let's find out the latest from Moraita as we speak to the FEU men's volleyball team members Mark Calado, Jelor Talisay, and Martin Bugawan, and head coach, Coach Ray Diaz Jr.
Mga idol, welcome to The Game. Of course,
Yung mga
Z's
manok ko.
boys.
Ayan, of course, 3-year wait. Last na UAAP season na nakapaglaro tayo. Season 82, karamihan sa atin, wala pa dito si Mark na abutan niya. Pero 2 game lang yung nalaro natin. Coach Ray, anong feeling na finally UAAP na sa Sunday?
Sobrang excited. Akala ko nga Sunday na bukas. Sabi ng wife ko, hindi pa Sunday bukas. So, sobrang excited and finally, mapapakita na yung talent ng mga bago nating athletes.
Well, Coach Ray, just to follow up on that, no, na-mention ni Z, 2 to 3 year wait ang hinintay nyo para makabalik ang UAAP. Paano kayo naghanda para sa finally opening day on Sunday for you guys?
Siyempre, challenging talaga. From online, going to face-to-face. Very thankful and blessed having the very passionate and dedicated assistant coaches that we have.
Right.
Tapos, very supportive na program head. Tapos,
Siyempre.
yung athletics.
Si Z right here.
Director natin na si Sir Mark, tsaka si Boss Anton. Sobrang thankful. Through planning, syempre, mas nagiging madali. Tapos habang tulong-tulong, tsaka maganda, nag-agree sila dun sa program na meron tayo ngayon sa FIBA.
Alright, Mark, yun nga, ikaw na dito sa studio ngayon, ikaw na lang yung taste ng huling UAAP indoor Kasi itong si Teng at si Jellard, nakapaglaro na yan ng UAAP beach. Pero alam mo, iba usapan pag indoor. So Mark, ano yung isang bagay na nilulook forward mo this season 85?
Siyempre po, nilulook forward ko talaga is maabot ulit namin yung championship and makuha na namin, at this time, makuha na namin yung gold.
Siyempre, nung season 81, kayo yung nag-finals, siyempre, against NU. Pero Mark, nung season 82, nakalaro ka pa rin nun. You were one of the young members of the team. Ngayon, all of a sudden, ikaw na yung leader. Yung experience mo trying to lead this young squad, ano yung mga sinasabi mo sa kanila? Siyempre, ikaw na yung leader for this season.
Lagi lang din naman po sinasabi, laging makinig lang. So, parang ganun, nakikinig lang din kami sa coach namin. And di ba, yun nga po yung mahirap. Galing ako sa bata, then bigla akong magiging senior nung neto na. So, parang yun yung medyo challenging sa akin. Pero nag-guide naman po ako ng coaches at nagiging tulong-tulong naman siya.
Okay, from the senior ngayon, from the babies.
The rooks.
The rookies. Jellard, ano yung pinaka-exciting part sa'yo na ngayon, again, iba yung beach volleyball. Ngayon, indoor volleyball na bigger arena, more teammates in the court to share to share with. Ano yung siguro mindset natin coming into Sunday's match?
Siguro yung palaging sinasabi ni coach na trust the process. Tsaka yung inaayos namin yung goal namin na sama-sama kaming gagawa para sa goal po namin.
And of course, Martin, ikaw, syempre, UAAP is a totally different story. Nakalaro kami ni Zidon and ngayon makakatikim kayo. Finally ng UAAP na may crowd, manunood sa inyo. Ano yung ma-expect namin ikaw? Your first year in the UAAP sa susunod na mga games niyo?
Yung sinasabi po ng mga teammates ko dati na syempre nga po, brother ko si John Paul Bugawan, then andun yung pressure na since he is a great player for volleyball industry, lagi pong sinasabi ng teammate and coaches ko na ako po din yung gagawa ng bago kong pangalan sa volleyball industry. Yan.
Yes, and speaking of brothers, may pressure ba? Yung totoo. And napapadala natin kasi si JP sa Spikers Turf. And speaking of brothers, brotherhood, Coach Ray, kwento niyo mo naman sa amin yung brotherhood ng FEU Mets. Kasi yun din yung isang napansin kong culture ng team nung nag-step in ako, tumulong sa team. Paano mo na-maintain na may brotherhood culture tong men's natin?
Actually, nanggaling siya kila Coach Kid eh. Yun din yung inabutan ko nung player ako. Very thankful ako sa mga alumni. Ang gagaling ng mga coaches ngayon. Tapos, di ba? So, I think, yun ang dapat nating hindi alisin. So, ina-adapt natin yung modern volleyball. Aside from that, yung brotherhood siya yung isang tumutulong para ang isang principle kasi namin, dapat ma-achieve namin yung goal ng hindi lang isang magaling.
Tama.
Dapat tulong-tulong ba?
And talking about tulong-tulong and brotherhood, matitest yung brotherhood nyo itong Sunday because your first game, of course, will be against UP, 10 a.m. at the Mall of Asia Arena. Mark, what are you expecting? What are you focusing para sa laro na yun? Sinabi nga ng UP, nandito sila the past couple of days na babawi daw. Gusto nilang bumawi against FEU, but sa FEU naman manggagaling. Anong gagawin nyo sa Sunday?
Siyempre po, ina-expect din po namin na lahat po ng pinag-ensayuhan namin ng 7 months. Hindi lang po 7 months kasi kahit nag-online din po training kami. Lahat po ng napag-ensayo namin is may apply po talaga namin sa Sunday po. Yun, and maging all out po kami.
Siyempre, FEU community nag-aabang din na para suportahan kayo sa Mall of Asia Arena.
Alright, siguro nabanggit na natin yung UP. So tanongin na siguro natin kay Jellord na siguro ano yung mga teams na excited kang makaharap?
Ako, personally, yung NU talaga gusto kong talunin yung NU.
Ayan na.
Ayan.
Nagbitaw na ng salita.
Before tayo papunta dyan, gusto ko muna kalabanin yung UP. Maghanda ko sila.
UP muna.
Sunday
UP muna.
muna. One game at a time.
Pero talking about NU, Mark, no, kamusta yung may rivalry ba doon, FEU, NU? Siyempre, nagaling kayong finals. Medyo special ba pag NU na ang kakalabanin nyo?
Yes, boss. Siyempre, yung alam naman natin na NU, doon po nanggaling yung mga national teams. So, mataas po yung expectation sa kanila. So, gustong-gusto po talaga namin silang talon.
Yun.
Ayun na nga. So, Coach Ray, ano ba yung sinasabi ng mga players natin? Siguro, ano yung isang bagay? Kasi alam natin, nakalaro na yung team in the preseason. So, nakita natin kung ano yung kailangan i-adjust. Siguro, ano yung isang bagay na malaking challenge para sa team this coming UAAP season?
Dahil sa tagal din siguro nating magkakaiwalay, yung communication nila, yun yung medyo struggle na ayusin. Tapos, kung paano sila mag-gel, kasi ngayon lang sila nakita. Pero so far, so good. Marami pa kami dapat i-adjust. Kaya lang, syempre, ngayon lang ulit natin makakarap yung mga kalaban natin.
Well,
So,
Coach Ray, naglaro kayo, no? May mga preseason leagues kayo na nilaruan. Ano yung mga natutunan nyo during those leagues na pwede nyong ma-apply dito sa upcoming UAAP men's volleyball?
madami. Ang tingin kong pinaka-special dun yung exposure. Kasi yun yung number one na wala sa online. Kaya dun talagang nung pre-season, in-expose namin lahat ng members namin.
Right, naalala ko yun, kahit anong tournament na meron dyan, sige, sali
Sali
tayo.
lang na. Because very important sa volleyball kasi sa
Correct.
basketball, pwede kang mag-training sa bahay. Sa volleyball, kailangan
Kailangan
buong
magkasama
team
ka.
magkakasama kayo eh.
Correct,
So,
correct.
you're right about that, Z. Mark, syempre, yung FEU community gusto rin kayong suportahan. Anong masasabi mo sa kanila na, you know, pupunta sila para manood for you guys? Anong message mo para sa kanila?
Siyempre po yung message ko, thank you kasi lagi nandyan sila para supportahan kami and ibibigay po namin lahat yung best namin para makuha po namin lahat ng game, may panalo po namin.
Siguro, Coach Ray, one more question for you. Ano yung isang salita na makakapag-describe sa FEU Tamaraws this UAAP Season 85?
Siyempre, brave.
Be brave. Syempre. Anong ibig sabihin nun, Coach, na syempre pag nanonood kami, iisipin namin, be brave. Anong ibig sabihin nun para sa inyo?
Siyempre, lahat ng in-ensayo namin. Hindi kami matatakot, ipapakita namin. All out sa lahat ng laro.
And syempre, lahat ng pinaghirapan nyo, pinagtrainingan nyo, will be put to test here on Sunday and manunood kami, that's for sure, to watch you guys. Men's volleyball is finally back, mga idol and coach. Thank you for the time and good luck sa Sunday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And of course, after the break, we've got an exclusive one-on-one interview with New Orleans Pelicans guard Jose Alvarado after winning the 2023 Rising Stars MVP Award. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Welcome back, you're watching The Game. One of the many bright spots of the recent 2023 All-Star Weekend was Pelicans guard Jose Alvarado winning the Rising Stars MVP award. NBA Hype host Boom Gonzalez caught up with the GTA himself in this latest edition of Inside the Game.
Hey Philippines, we're right here with GTA, Jose Alvarado. Great to meet you, man.
Yeah, pleasure.
Congratulations on all the success, not just the weekend, but I mean, the last couple of years of your career. But I have to say, I'm feeling a bit insecure right now, man.
Why?
You're already great at basketball. Now you want to take over the media space? Now you're handling the mic and interviewing people? I mean, I have no... I'm gonna lose my job, man.
Nah, you got it, man. That's your job. Y'all can keep that one. It's very stressful.
Was it stressful?
Yeah. So I give it to y'all. I mean, I played y'all part for a little bit, and I mean, it's definitely it's like a basketball game. They're crowded. I get through little spaces.
Right. Yeah.
But get your question through.
That's your advantage. Like you get through those spaces. Yeah. But it was a great moment. I saw it yesterday. That was really fun. Another great moment, obviously. Not only did you win, you got the winning shot, you're the MVP. How does that balance out? And then you got your beautiful daughter running to you at that moment when you're being interviewed. Tell us about that moment.
Those moments are hard to put in like words. Like exactly how y'all see it is 100 times more how I felt. Like I felt good about it. When getting that shot, I wanted the ball in my hand and I wanted to knock it down. So making it was really like, all right, that's cool.
You called it?
Yeah, and then getting MVP, man, that's just like a whole nother level. There's so many great people in that tournament, in the game. Only undrafted, and they treated me like the same, so it was pretty dope. And to win it was amazing. It's the same thing. It's something I can say in my life I ever did. And I actually asked one of my agent. Who was the last one to win it for the Pelicans, or and I'm the first. So that's amazing right there. And then I seen the list. That's a great company to be part of. So it was good. And then icing on the cake when my daughter ran out. I think that's just how the story supposed to be written.
Man, I'm about to be a father, so I'm gonna get some tips from you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. The Filipinos love you so much because they can relate to you from
I love them.
There you go. They can relate to you from a size standpoint, from a work ethic standpoint. Where does that work ethic come from? Because that is the most amazing part of your story.
I mean, mine's coming from really like motivational work. A few years ago, I lost my grandmother, and she was my rock. So I saw her fight for her life, literally, like with cancer, and then she woke up every day with a smile on her face. So every day I woke up, when she left us and she went to a better place. Ever since then, I looked at life like, if I wake up, I can't complain. I gotta go out there and give 100% no matter what I do. And that just relates to my game. When I put a jersey on and I step on that court, I want to give the game the respect it deserves, and I'll give it all my all.
One of the other reasons Filipinos love you is the fact that you get your story, you get the contract. A lot of players sometimes plateau, maybe even do worse that year, and then you got better. You were not just an irritant, you're not just a defensive pest. You've done great things on both ends of the floor. What do you say to kids, Filipino kids, so that they can achieve that thing? Maybe not necessarily in the NBA level, but in their own levels.
I mean, just I'll be saying this a lot. Be yourself, trust your work, and don't be when the roller coaster is high, don't ride a roller coaster. Even don't ride the whole thing. Just stay solid. I mean, I just want to be better for myself. Every time I achieve something and keep going, I want something bigger. My mindset is like, I wanted to be in the NBA. I got an NBA. I got a little taste of the NBA. I wanted to be in the rotation. I got in the rotation. I wanted to be, I wanted to get a contract. So it kept just moving off like that. And that's something I want to keep doing. I don't want this to be my last contract. I want to keep pushing. And then, I want to be in the NBA for a long time.
Well, you said you love the Filipinos. Can you say shout out to Philippines?
Shout out to Philippines. I love y'all.
All right. Stealing my job and stealing a lot of other balls in the NBA, Jose Alvarado. Thank you very much, man. It's an honor to meet you. And congratulations.
Thank you.
That was Boom Gonzalez in an exclusive with Jose Alvarado. Now, I want to pick the brain of my NBA Philippines All-Star analyst right here, right beside me. So I wanted to ask Diegs, what's the relevance of, how he plays as an athlete? He might not be the star of his team, but he plays with a big heart. So, paano ka nakaka-relate dun?
Well, first of all, I love Jose Alvarado, his story. He was undrafted and now he's a rotation player. He won the MVP in that All-Star game. I mean, it's different when you want to root for an underdog. Personally, I think the Filipinos love underdogs. Personally, I can relate to him because he's small also, but he has a lot of plays that really inspire a lot of people. You can see the way he steals the ball when he hides under the coach and then he goes for the steals behind the back. You see Filipinos do that already in barangay leagues. I think in the PBA some people tried it out. So I think the fact that he's small and he works so hard and he plays with so much heart, I think that's how the Filipinos can relate. Personally, that's how I can relate as well.
All right, thank you, Mr. Analyst Diego Dario, right there. But before we go, you can still catch the ongoing game between Gilas Pilipinas and Lebanon live on TV5 and via live stream on Signal Play and the Smart Live Stream app. And you can also watch the replay later tonight on One Sports. And that's it. Thank you for tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Zihir Basho.
Catch us weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. I'm Diego Dario, and this has been The Game.